Discipline is the foundation of greatness. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when every part of you wants to rest. Discipline is not glamorous. It is built in silence, in the hours when no one is watching, in the moments when the world sleeps, and you keep pushing. Many people rely on talent, but talent alone is never enough. Discipline transforms potential into results, and it is the invisible force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Without discipline, dreams remain fantasies. With it, they become reality. Work ethic is the engine that drives discipline forward. To achieve greatness, one must commit to outworking everyone else, not just once, not for a week, but every single day. It means showing up when you're tired, training when you're sore, and staying focused when distractions try to pull you away. The path to mastery is paved with repetition, effort, and sacrifice. A true champion understands that nothing comes easy, and every ounce of success is earned through relentless hard work. Discipline and work ethic demand sacrifices that most people are unwilling to make. While others choose comfort, the disciplined individual chooses growth. It means giving up late nights, empty pleasures, and excuses. It means eating right when temptations surround you, training when your body screams to stop, and staying committed to your vision when others doubt you. These sacrifices are not losses, they are investments in the future. Every moment of pain, every sacrifice builds a stronger version of yourself that no one can deny. But discipline is not just about physical effort, it is about the mind. The body follows where the mind leads. To maintain discipline requires mental strength, the ability to silence doubts, conquer fears, and stay focused on the bigger picture. The mind must be trained to reject comfort, to embrace discomfort, and to see obstacles as opportunities. When the mind is disciplined, the body becomes unstoppable. The work ethic of a champion begins in the thoughts they choose to believe. In the end, unmatched discipline and work ethic create a legacy. They transform a person into an icon of consistency, someone who not only reaches the top but stays there. Discipline is not a one-time act, it is a lifestyle. Work ethic is not occasional effort, it is who you are every day. Together, they build greatness that lasts far beyond the applause, the trophies, or the recognition. They build a life that inspires the world to believe in what's possible when discipline becomes your greatest weapon and work ethic your unshakable armor. Criticism is something everyone faces on the road to greatness. The higher you climb, the louder the voices of doubt become. Some people will question your talent, others will laugh at your mistakes, and many will wait for you to fail. But criticism is not a curse, it is a hidden gift. Every harsh word, every doubt, every insult can either break you down or build you up. It depends on how you choose to use it. The strongest individuals take criticism and convert it into energy, into fire, into unstoppable motivation. When the world says you cannot do something, that is the moment to prove them wrong. Critics often underestimate the power of belief, and in their attempt to bring you down, they actually hand you the greatest weapon, hunger. Hunger to outwork, outlast, and outshine them. Every whisper of doubt becomes a voice in your head, pushing you to train harder, run faster, and stay sharper. Instead of letting criticism weaken you, turn it into the reason you never stop moving forward. Criticism also builds resilience. When you are constantly judged, you learn to stop depending on validation. You stop needing applause to keep going. Instead, you build an inner strength, a self-belief that no outside opinion can shake. The truth is, the greatest victories are born from the times when nobody believed you could win. Criticism forces you to grow a tougher skin, to embrace pressure instead of fearing it, and to stay committed even when the world is against you. This resilience becomes your shield, protecting you from negativity and keeping you focused on the mission. But using criticism as fuel requires humility and focus. Not all criticism is destructive, some of it is truth wrapped in harsh words. A disciplined mind doesn't react emotionally to criticism, it studies it. It filters out the noise and extracts the lessons. Was there something valid in the critique? Can it be used to improve? This ability to turn even negativity into growth is what separates those who rise from those who stay stuck. Every critic unknowingly becomes a teacher if you are wise enough to listen and strong enough to act. In the end, criticism is proof that you are doing something worth noticing. Nobody criticizes the invisible. If you are being judged, it means you are making an impact. You are visible. You are climbing higher. Instead of running from it, embrace it. Let the voices of doubt echo in your mind every time you feel like quitting, and let them remind you why you started. Critics will always exist, but their power over you depends on how you choose to respond. Turn every insult into motivation, every doubt into drive, and every setback into the very fuel that propels you to the top. The difference between a winner and a champion begins in the mind. A champion doesn't just play to participate, they play to dominate. This mindset is built on an unshakable belief that victory is possible even before the game begins. It's not arrogance, it's conviction. Champions don't hope to win. They expect to win because they have prepared, sacrificed, and visualized success long before the world ever sees it. The battlefield is conquered in the mind first, and once that mental victory is secured, the body simply follows. The mindset of a champion is rooted in obsession. It's the refusal to accept mediocrity, the hunger to improve every single day, and the constant drive to push beyond limits. Where most people are satisfied with good enough, champions demand excellence. They are never content, even after success, because they know greatness is not a destination. It's a lifelong pursuit. This obsession creates a fire that burns through fatigue, through doubt, and through the temptation to stop. Champions are not driven by what they have achieved, but by the vision of what they can still become. Resilience is another pillar of the champion's mindset. Defeat, setbacks, and failures are inevitable, but a champion never allows them to define the future. Instead, they use each failure as a stepping stone, each setback as a lesson, and each obstacle as a test of character. Where others see an end, champions see a beginning. Their strength lies not in never falling, but in rising every single time with even greater determination. The champion's mind transforms pain into growth, rejection into direction, and doubt into fuel. Focus is also a defining trait. The champion's mind knows how to silence distractions, ignore negativity, and stay locked on the goal with laser precision. They do not waste energy on what others think or what might go wrong. They channel all energy into action, preparation, and execution. This focus creates clarity, and clarity creates power. In a world full of noise, the champion's mind hears only one voice, the voice of purpose. That voice becomes louder than fear, stronger than excuses, and sharper than doubt. Ultimately, the mindset of a champion is what makes them unstoppable. Talent, skill, and even hard work can only go so far without the right mental strength. Champions are not born. They are forged in the fire of discipline, obsession, resilience, and focus. The body may age, the trophies may fade, but the mindset of a champion lasts forever. It's a way of thinking, a way of living, a relentless refusal to quit. And it's this mindset that separates legends from the rest of the world. Greatness is not achieved in a single day, nor is it the result of one extraordinary performance. It is built through the power of consistency, showing up every day, no matter the circumstances, no matter the mood, no matter the obstacles. Consistency is the discipline of repeating the small actions that build momentum over time, transforming them into habits so strong that they create results others call impossible. It is the silent engine behind every record broken, every limit surpassed, and every victory achieved. Without consistency, talent goes to waste. With it, even the impossible becomes inevitable. Consistency means embracing the grind when excitement fades. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but champions remain committed for a lifetime. They understand that the secret to breaking limits is not found in dramatic efforts, but in steady, relentless improvement. One training session might not change everything, but 1,000 of them, executed with precision and commitment, create mastery. Consistency is the art of stacking small wins day after day until they accumulate into greatness that cannot be ignored. Limits are not destroyed in a single moment of glory. They are chipped away piece by piece through consistent effort. Every day of practice, every disciplined choice, every repetition is another crack in the wall that once seemed unbreakable. Over time, what was once impossible becomes normal, and new standards are set. Champions are not surprised when they break records. They expect it, because they know they have been preparing for that moment through years of steady, unwavering consistency. It is not luck, it is the natural outcome of relentless dedication. Consistency also builds trust within yourself. When you show up every day, even when it's hard, you prove to yourself that you can be relied on. That trust becomes confidence, and that confidence becomes power. It eliminates doubt because you know, deep down, that you've done the work, that you've earned the right to succeed. This self-trust is the foundation of mental strength. While others crumble under pressure, the consistent warrior stands tall, knowing they are prepared for any challenge. In the end, breaking limits is not about sudden bursts of greatness. It's about the quiet, repetitive, often unseen efforts that accumulate over years. The true secret of success lies in being consistent when no one is watching, when no applause is heard, when no reward is immediate. Champions are forged in these hidden hours. Consistency is the key that unlocks potential, the weapon that shatters barriers, and the force that builds legacies. Through it, limits stop being walls and start becoming stepping stones to greatness. True greatness cannot be measured only by trophies, medals, or records. These achievements shine brightly for a moment, but eventually they fade, replaced by the next champion, the next winner, the next headline. What endures far longer is the impact left on people, the way your story inspires them, the way your example lifts them, the way your journey reminds them that they too can rise above their struggles. Legacy is not built by statistics, it is built by influence, by the ability to touch lives far beyond the arena where battles are fought. Legacy is created when people see not just what you achieve, but how you achieve it. They may admire the victories, but they are truly inspired by the sacrifices, the discipline, and the relentless pursuit of a vision. They remember the countless hours of dedication, the resilience in the face of setbacks, and the humility to keep pushing despite already achieving greatness. The story of the grind, the sleepless nights, the painful recoveries, the moments of doubt overcome by sheer willpower is what ignites belief in others. Legacy begins when your discipline becomes a blueprint for others to follow. Beyond the field, a legacy is about influence on the next generation. When children watch someone who refused to give up, they learn that perseverance is stronger than circumstance. When young dreamers see someone who defied the odds, they start believing their own dreams are possible. A true legacy plants seeds of hope in others, creating ripples of impact that spread far beyond the individual. This influence outlasts the roar of stadiums and the applause of fans, shaping lives in quiet, unseen, but powerful ways. Legacy is also about values. It's not just about being the best, but about showing others what it means to never compromise on hard work, discipline, and integrity. It's about teaching that greatness is not handed out, it is earned. When someone embodies these values with consistency, they stop being just a player, just a competitor. They become a symbol. And symbols never die. They live on in the hearts and minds of people who carry forward those same values into their own lives. In the end, legacy beyond the field is about transcendence. It's when you stop being remembered only for what you did and start being remembered for who you were and how you made people feel. The medals will gather dust, the records may one day be broken, but the inspiration, the lessons, and the fire you leave behind will continue burning for generations. That is true greatness, not confined to a game, a stage, or a moment, but alive in the spirit of everyone you've touched. That is the kind of legacy that never fades.